Hi, welcome to Recovery Unfiltered on mnowradio.org. We are drug-free all-stars, and we are here to do a little segment on addiction, recovery, advocacy, whatever, is in the community that needs to be discussed. And I am Stacy Burns. I am a recovering heroin and methadone addict. I'm also the founder and president of Drug-Free All-Stars and a peer recovery coach for Oakland County, Michigan. I'm also the co-chair of the Recovery Committee for Unites Face Addiction Michigan, which we will talk about soon.
I am Hillary Howard. I am what'd you give me? You gave me a new title.
You're treasurer and admin.
I'm treasurer and administrator, one of the administrators of Drug-Free All-Stars.
She's all the above, baby.
Yes, all of it. And I am also a peer recovery coach, as well as a certified... What's my other title?
You're a peer
certified peer support specialist.
Coach.
I got a few titles. And I am a recovering addict of all the drugs, all the things. I didn't use them all, but lots of drugs. There wasn't just one. Definitely wasn't just one. So I've done the heroin and the methadone and the so many others, the alcohol and all of it, all the opiates.
So we are here to have a little chit-chat. We have some events coming up, and we have Denise on the soundboard. Over there being a photographer.
She is on the soundboard.
So the first thing on the agenda I'd like to talk about is we have a hotline.
We do.
Yes, it is up and kicking and running, and it's actually going very well. I always make it clear it's not an emergency line.
No.
It's not 24/7, but we actually get to the calls pretty quick. From 7 to 3, not so much during the week, but as soon as I hit that door, I return calls immediately. And basically, we're just giving out resources, helping people get into treatment. And whether you have insurance, you don't have insurance, it doesn't matter. We will help you get to where you need to go, even with the families. A lot of the families will call me, and they don't know what to do with their loved ones, and we help them as well. So that number is 248-934-2920, and when you call, you will hear the answer machine and introduce us who we are, and you can leave a message. The wristbands that we have printed has the number on the wristband. So we're just doing our best to get out there and use ourselves as instruments in society to help people. We don't do this for the money. We don't do this for the money. We do this because we know what it's like to, for me, I can speak for myself and probably you. I know what it's like to be in a state-funded facility. I know what it's like to not where to go. I didn't have Blue Cross. I didn't have Blue Shield. I didn't have Aetna. But we work with everybody, including those carriers as well. So that's why we started Drug-Free All-Stars, was just to help others. That's all we wanted to do. And the reason why we did so many chapters of women and men, and some people do step work, some people are part of anonymous programs, some people are community outreach. We also have a therapist that has her master's that works with the family and the addicts, is because we wanted to be able to help everybody. And I think so far so good. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support that we have gotten. It's just freaking amazing.
Really great.
Yeah.
We've gotten a lot. So Hope Not Handcuffs.
Yes.
Hope Not Handcuffs has been going really, really, really well. A lot of people are doing that. Why don't you explain what it is about getting with the police
Hope Not
departments?
Handcuffs was started in another... Did you get it up?
Yeah, I shared it.
Okay, cool. Sorry, we're going to chit-chat while we're doing this. So Hope Not Handcuffs was started by a woman named Katie Brennan. She is the vice president of Families Against Narcotics.
Mm-hmm.
What she did is she reached out to the community and asked for volunteers. I was one of them, along with a couple other. Our board members, Steve Lawrence was there, Paul Gettner, Scott Macy, Christy from All Lives Matters. There was a bunch of us there. There was a bunch of coalitions just all together. Mm-hmm. Mark Kilgore from CARE.
And just people, just regular,
yes.
Recovering addicts. There were a ton of people.
Family members. There was just people they have been affected by addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So we went and did a training. They kind of explained to us how this program's going to go about. What I gathered from it, and I actually went and did a run in Ferndale. Because I'm in this field, I had a little bit more of a headway than probably others did. I had called and made sure there was a detox bed open before I even got to the Ferndale police station. So what happens is that you go into any Macomb County police station. None of the other counties are on board except for Ferndale Police, Michigan State Police, and then they might possibly have Holly and Flint coming aboard. So you walk in there, and what they do is that they dispatch one of us recovery angels to the police department, and we go in there, and there's a couple ways to go about it. For me, what I did is I called the detox bed, got it set up, went in there, approached him and said, "Are you ready to learn how to live?" And he was ready. And I had set that all up. There's a little box that they have there, too, which was super cool. There's a blanket, there's snacks. Like, this program is definitely heartfelt. You can tell, So you fill out some paperwork. Some people do an online assessment.
Mm-hmm.
That's through familiesagainstnarcotics.org, and you just go and you hit the Hope Not handcuffs, and you can do an online assessment if you don't want to go into a police station. Because let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, not all of us, including myself, when you're out in your addiction, are putting your top hat and your wand on to walk into a police station and tell them you need help.
I come into a lot more contact with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office than I ever thought I'd want to, and I deal with that. I deal with police departments quite a bit. The beautiful thing about this program is you're going for help,
right,
and they're aware of that. It's not to go in and get you arrested. That's not what this is about at all. This is about getting you help. So you can walk into these police stations and ask for help. You're an addict. You need help, and that's when they dispatch people like Stacy. That's when they dispatch the angels to come and help you get the treatment that you need.
Yeah, and the EMS is also on board as well. They are transporting for us, which is like super cool. So, a lot of the fire departments on board, people, in the community. I'm not good with the number right now. The last number I had, and I think they were only up and running for 30 days, was 91 people had been placed into treatment already.
Wow,
that's pretty big for a program that
I didn't even know that stat. Yep. Yeah, and this is pretty new.
Yeah.
This is
it's only
new.
in its second or third month as of right now. Yeah. But I mean, just like everything else that's introduced, and Katie was a little nervous at first, and I private messaged her and I said, something's better than nothing. Mm-hmm. Just like everything else, things are going to go wrong. Things could go wrong for us. We're just starting our organization, but that's how you figure things out. Mm-hmm. And I remember we were at the training, and she had said that in front of the room. She said, where is Stacy Burns? And I said, right here. She goes, one thing that, she said to me was, you're doing something which is better than nothing. That's just how I look at everything when it comes to addiction right now. Mm-hmm. Like, we're drowning. I don't believe in judging people, and I don't believe in, the pointing fingers and all that. As long as somebody's willing to do something, and if it goes wrong, help them fix it. Like, it's that simple. This whole diversion of these coalitions and stuff, everybody needs to come together because that's more resources, more nationwide. That's just more plugs that we all have for each other. Like, for you work and why I work, we balance off of each other.
Yes.
And that's how this works. That's how we get out there to help more people. Mm-hmm. So it's a great program. I'm totally honored to be one of the recovery angels. I wish I could do more, but at this time I'm limited with everything else. But when I do get the call and it's at my hands, I'm on it.
Mm-hmm. So, that's great. I'm sorry, we're looking over some things here.
Yeah.
So there's the carfentanil.
Yep.
We've discussed this before. We've discussed the overdoses in heroin with it. We've discussed how it can leak through the skin, how people have to wear gloves now to hit somebody with Narcan, things like that. But something that's being found now is carfentanil is being found in marijuana.
Marijuana, weed, cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yep. And whether you snort it, shoot it, eat it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like you said, it seeps through the skin, so...
Yeah, if you're, you can, eat the reefers in a brownie or whatever, same thing. Maybe you don't snort the cocaine. Maybe you do something else with it. Maybe you make it crack and smoke it. Whatever the case may be, it's still deadly. It's still very, very deadly to humans.
So explain to the listeners what carfentanil is, because we do have a bunch of new members. So
carfentanil is an animal tranquilizer, a large mammal tranquilizer. And when I say large, I'm talking elephants, I'm talking rhinos, I'm talking hippos.
Yep.
It is basically the fentanyl of the animal kingdom, right? So of the large animal kingdom. Because of that, because it's used for such large animals, the tiniest doses of this stuff are lethal to us. Now, please know, tiny doses of fentanyl are lethal to us too. Very, very small dose. It does not take much. So you imagine that carfentanil is umpteen times stronger than fentanyl alone, which people are ODing on, right? And so carfentanil is an animal tranquilizer that's being mixed into heroin, to weed, to cocaine. It's being cut with it, and it's killing people.
Yep.
And it's been hit with Narcan to no effect, multiple occasions. Multiple hits of Narcan, no effect.
Does nothing.
Does absolutely nothing. It has caused a number of overdoses in really short periods of time. They've linked those 3 overdose deaths that were back to carfentanil. There was carfentanil in their systems, and it's darn near instantaneous. And there's not a lot anybody can do. There's no antidote for carfentanil alone.
No.
While Narcan might help if it was a little bit, you can't gauge what's in there. And even if it was a little bit can kill us. It is lethal to humans.
It's like literally a grain of sugar.
It is
what will take you out. And I don't know if everybody's seen this, but on my Facebook about a month ago maybe, I had posted an autopsy report from a year ago. It was from a year ago, and if you read the autopsy, they did not find any opiates in the urine. It's really weird. They found the opiates in the blood. But if you look from a year ago, the top 2 was carfentanil and fentanyl.
And never had
This was Oakland County, Michigan.
Had a chance to hit their digestive stream.
Nope.
It got them in the blood. So that means that it doesn't even have to disperse throughout your body. Which is very, very scary. Thanks for all the hearts. We're on Facebook Live as well. So thanks for all the hearts. Hi, everybody. That's so sweet.
Awesome.
Hey, soul brother. That's Derek. That's my soul brother.
What up, Jamie? So the bottom line is carfentanil is here. It's in Michigan. It's in your backyards. It's in your needle. It's in your straw. It's here. Like, hands down, no questions asked. When you go out to use when people, this is my last time, I always say that's exactly what it might be. Is your last time.
Absolutely.
It is a death sentence. That is just the bottom line. If you put drugs in your system, it's a death sentence. In my personal opinion, I've said this before, Hillary, I think it's war on addicts. That's just what I believe. How is this getting in here? Like, how is it nobody can figure out how to stop it? There's something missing. There's just a missing link, and that's just my opinion.
Right.
Because back when I was using heroin, maybe 1 or 2. In the 5-year stretch that I was banging dope every single day, I maybe seen 1 or 2 people that had died from it. Not like this. This is crazy.
Well, this has been this is beyond an epidemic. This is a pandemic.
Yes.
At this point, people are dying left and right. I'm sure you guys all see it in your Facebook on a regular basis. A bunch of people I've known have died in just the last week. Maybe not the closest people in the world to me, but people I've met.
We're still at 91 people a day nationwide.
And I mean, that's a huge number. That's a huge number. I was at a thing and somebody said, let's have a moment of silence for the addict who's going to die tonight. Because that's just, we know it's going to happen. We might not know the person. We might not know who it is, but we know it's going to happen.
Yep.
It's happening constantly. I don't necessarily know if I think it's a war on addicts, because if they kill us all, they can't make money off us all.
50-50.
But
something's wrong.
Something is definitely wrong. There's something missing somewhere. It's so important to talk about the other drugs. It's fun. I mean, think about, I don't know about you, but I remember my dope man, one of them had a box, right? And he kept all the drugs in that box. So that means if that carfentanil-laced heroin touches my pills or my weed or my cocaine or whatever I'm buying off him, my Soma, my Molly, whatever it is, if that touches that could kill me. That's how powerful this stuff is.
Yeah, they even had the bankers and some cashiers wearing gloves because of the money that's getting exchanged. It was seeping through the skin and taking them out. I think there was a pregnant lady that actually had died because of it, and this was about a year ago, if I remember correctly. Here's another thing I was thinking about, too. So, and God forgive me for saying this, but I have to be bluntly honest. It's just how I am. These overdoses are starting to become like this horrible, horrible norm. It's starting to become like this normal, somebody overdosed. Oh, my prayers are with you. I'm sorry. It's like starting to become normal. You got this whole world walking around so sad and so broken. It's like, what the hell is going on? Everybody that I know, she knows, everybody knows, is affected by this and has lost somebody, and we are all walking around with these broken hearts. Like, the whole world is so sad right now.
Well, either that or we start to become numb to it because it gets normalized for us because it's happening every freaking day.
Yep.
It is happening way, way too often. And it's almost, another RIP post. Somebody else is gone. Like, that shouldn't be okay.
It shouldn't be.
We shouldn't be.
We're getting adapted to it.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the case.
I was getting angry, and I hate to say this because I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in a higher power, and I don't believe I got clean on my own and, all the, that stuff that goes with that. But I remember it was a couple weeks ago, and it was during the same time you guys were losing people from Macomb County. We were losing people out here. I got really angry, and I was like, if one more person says to me, I'm sorry, I'll pray for you, I will freaking snap. And the reason why I said that is because I felt like it was like they want to be part of it to make you think that they feel bad, but they really don't. But then I started thinking, I was like, maybe they don't know how else to deal with this. Maybe it hasn't hit them yet. That's all you see on these other coalition websites is, I'll pray for you, I'll pray for you, I'll pray for you. And you just start to get bitter, and you start to look at God like, where are you? Why aren't you helping us? Why are you, why? And I'm going to be honest, for a quick minute, I was pretty mad. I'm like, why are you letting these good people just go and die and not, and I had changed my MO after that, but I kept saying, I'm sorry, I'll pray for you. Like, freaking snap, dude. Like, I cannot listen to someone else say that one more time. I'm going to freak out.
Well, and it's important to remember, too, that not everybody in the recovery community believes in prayer. So it can be offensive to some people, too. Derek, thank you for sharing the video. We love you. Thank you.
That's a good point to make as well, yeah.
It is. Not everybody. I was in a room full of atheists last night. I mean, and they're in recovery. But, not everybody is going to take that the right way. But we don't really know what to say because this kind of thing hasn't happened before where somebody's dying all the time.
Yep.
All the time. We're sorry too, That's
cool.
But it's really it gets old to hear, just like it gets old to hear that people are dying, and it sucks to say, but it's at that rate. It's at that rate that people are dying that people are that I don't know, we're just getting way too numb to it.
Yeah, and now it's like I said this before, I will still keep doing what I'm doing, and you will keep doing what you're doing. We're never going to stop. There's a post that I put, I'm not going to stop when I'm tired, I'm going to stop when I'm done. Okay? But at the same time, I'm running out of answers. Like, I just want to help these people, which I am, but there's no way to make it stop. Like, there's just no, like, if you've seen what my day consists of, and how much trauma I take in and what I see every day, I think that it would change anybody's perspective on this. Like, there's no answers right now other than to get into recovery, which you and I were crystal clear that that's what works. But getting them there.
Yeah.
That's the crappy part, is getting them there and making them see that there is another side to this. Because I remember when I was lost and I just thought this was it. I was going to die a heroin addict and that's it.
Me too.
There was no other side to this. I was what I was. And, to see where I'm at now, it's like, wow, you can really do this.
Yeah. And life can be good afterwards. I remember I was afraid of becoming like a nun.
Like a boring person,
like so boring.
Like you were going to sit home with jigsaw puzzles. Right?
Yeah, like I wasn't going to do anything fun ever again. Like I was going to call out you guys heathens and just sit in my room and knit. But but it wasn't like that. I have a blast. We've traveled all over the place, and
we're still traveling now.
Yeah, we're still traveling. And we'll get to more of our travels in a minute here. But there's been so much fun. I've met so many great people, and there's so much to do.
That's how we met.
And yeah, that is how we met.
Hillary and I didn't meet in a dope house, dude. We met because we're sober, clean.
Yep. So, we met in recovery.
And I it's crazy. Like, I can share with her too, like the people I've met and the things that.
Sorry, no offense, Kristen.
The people that I've met and the experiences I've had just in the little bit of time that I have, which is some years, but I still look at it like I have a long time to go, and I'm going to celebrate more amazing things. Like, I'm looking forward to this, the next 10, 15, 20 years is going to be me traveling and going places and helping as many people as I can and meeting amazing people. That's just what my destiny is. Like Denise, psych.
Yep, like
Our
Denise.
soundboard.
I love Denise.
Oh, whatever. I'm just kidding. She's our soundboard. She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
On Wednesday.
So,
You want to talk about you, fam?
Yeah, we should.
So we are sponsoring
Whoop, whoop.
Unite to Face Addiction Michigan. Shout out to Scott Macy, the president and founder of UFAM.
Love you, Scott.
Yeah, we are going to be there as Drug Free All Stars this year. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a resource table. We're going to vendor all of our information. Drug Free All Stars, we have a lot of resources for the surrounding areas and for other cities and states as well. I collect everything I can get my hands on. We all do. So what Unite to Face Addiction Michigan is that we are going to the Lansing Capitol in Michigan. May 18th at 9 a.m. is when it starts. We'll be there earlier to set up, to advocate. There's people coming from everywhere. Matt Butler, Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns
all the way
is coming.
from Florida.
Yes. You know, some of the legislations, Judge Jody Dubrat, she's coming. Deb Garrett from Real Michigan. So we're going to have amazing speakers there and a lot of resources and just enjoy each other. And the reason why we pick a Thursday is because legislation is in the building.
They are in the building.
They're going to hear us. They're going to see us. We are going to take over the front grass of the state capitol.
Yeah, we marched the Capitol that day. That's what that's all about. And I will be there, but I will be there as a representative of somewhere else. But you will see me. I'll be right next to them, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to piggyback off of each other.
Yeah, so we're going to, she's inpatient, I'm outpatient. So we're going to work together on that.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of people getting together, sharing resources and see what's going on in your community, my community. I mean, that's what we need to do. So if you want to take part of this, and I always look at it, this is how I explain what UFAM is and what this rally reminds me of is Akron, Ohio. When everybody comes together for the AA community to celebrate AA's birthday, that's what, like, you get this
Founders Day.
You get this, like, you'll look around the rally and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. Like, we're being embraced as drug addicts. You know, people are actually here to see what we have to offer and what we have become and what we can do to help change the community, because normally when people show up to this meeting or this rally, they're affected somehow, or they want to know how they can help.
Yes.
I mean, it is like a huge rally of just unstoppable resources. These coalitions that are coming in are fierce, including us.
And the amazing thing was when we went to the national Unite to Face Addiction. When we did that in Washington, D.C., it was finally very clear that addicts' voices were being heard. The Surgeon General was there and spoke. A Kennedy was there and spoke. A ton of different musicians, from Steven Tyler to Sheryl Crow to the Fray to the Goo Goo Dolls. All these people came out. The president at the time, President Obama, sent a video. President George W. Bush sent a letter and had someone read it. We had people from all over recognizing not only our disease, but that we needed to do something to help people. And so in this one, we get to take care of it right here at home, right here in our own backyard.
That's what's up.
Well, our distant backyard, Lansing from us, but still right here at home, we get to make Michigan legislature look up and pay attention. You know, that's huge for us. That's huge.
You know, and that's, we have, social media is like our best friend between Drug Free All Stars and UFAM. So UniteToFaceAddiction.org has a website. They also have a Facebook, which is Unite to Face Addiction Michigan. We also have an Instagram, which I am the chair behind the Instagram. We just want to bring everybody together. You know, there's so many of us spread all over the place. So what we did is, because like you're Macomb, I'm Oakland, they're Fowlerville, they're whatever, we bring them all to one area. When you strengthen unity, that is a big boom. Like, we are going to bust through them stairs of the Capitol. Like, this is our second year. Our first year, the number we got were the people that actually registered, because not everybody did. People didn't even know who UFAM was. Over 1,000 people showed up. On a weekday, in the morning.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so, I mean, this year is going to be huge.
Yeah.
If you want to change the stigma of addiction and you want to bring your face and your voice, this is the place to be.
This is where the changes happen. This is where legislature has to take notice. This is where they have to say this is a disease and we have to do something about it. This is where we figure out what laws need to be in place, what laws need to be removed. You know, what needs to change so that addiction can be treated as the disease that it is. And it's just so important.
And another thing that we want to make clear about Drug Free All Stars, we are not judging anybody's recovery.
Not in any way.
We don't care if it's Suboxone, methadone, 12-step, Celebrate Recovery. If you
Smart, Vivitrol.
Right.
Refuge. Did you say refuge?
Nope,
Refuge
sure
recovery. Life Ring. DRA, Double Trouble. You know, Heroin Anonymous, Cocaine Anonymous. Any
overeaters, whatever.
Whatever.
Cat lovers.
Cat lovers that do drugs too. Whatever your pathway is, we not only don't judge it, we encourage you to follow
that,
it,
baby.
Follow it, because that could be what saves your life. Follow it. We don't care what it is.
Nope,
you know, we're not affiliated with any recovery pathway. We'll teach you about different ones.
Yeah, I mean, we'll always give you suggestions. Always, always. And that's what I love about us, is that we have everybody in their own place. There's nothing we can't help others with. And when we all came together, we all agreed, let's just help people. And that's what I love. There's no boundaries. There's no permission. The only thing we ask is to be kind. That's the only requirement for
that's the only thing to be on our page, to be a member on our page, is to be kind to each other. I don't know what is happening, Kirsten.
What are you pointing at? Oh my God, I'm gonna kill Denise. Okay, so we are gonna wrap up for today. We definitely will come back soon again. Yes, we will also be looking for sponsors. We will be a 501c3 soon.
Can't wait.
Shout out real quick to Serenity Therapy Foundations and Milford for sponsoring us before we even became a 501.
Yes, they did.
That was pretty badass.
We're very grateful for them.
I think we just found our new co-host.
We have talked about this before.
I think we just found our new co-host.
What do you guys think about that? Should we co-host this together?
Okay,
Let us
dude.
know. Give us your comments. Let us know. Should Stacy and Hillary co-host this show together?
I think we already found her.
Let us know.
Yeah,
I want their
game
feedback.
On. So we will see you guys.
Yep. And merchandise. We have T-shirts. We have hoodies. We have T-shirts are $20, hoodies are $30, $10 for shipping. Wristbands are free.
But you have to come to an event to get a wristband.
That's true. So come to our events, get one. Come to UFAM and get one. Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.